Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is still the 29th, but you're going to see this video on the 30th. I still haven't started cutting the grass yet. I wanted to make this other video real quick. The first video is uploading as we speak, which will be 7 o'clock's video tonight. But anyhow, it's amazing, and this is what I find fascinating with our society today, folks, okay? So we got these moronic kids doing all kinds of hateful things on campus, and these universities. First of all, let's go back a second. Let's go back. Who teaches at our universities? And not all, folks. Please don't think that I'm saying all of them are. But a lot of the radicals from the 60s and the 70s all ended up becoming, not all, but a lot of them ended up becoming professors and teachers. And you knock that off. They became, professors and teachers, and they are teaching our young people, influencing minds. And, so that's where a lot of this whole stuff started in the first place, is because of the people that are teaching our children, that we are allowing to be on these campuses teaching our children. So that's part of the problem right there, number one. Number two, when you have a situation where what's going on, we're going to just go with Columbia University. There's a lot of other universities this is happening as well. But so Columbia University came up with and said this has to be done by 2 o'clock today. You need to leave this encampment and not be part of it anymore, because if you do, you will be suspended, and and that'll be pending further investigation and blah 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 blah. Why all of a sudden the change of attitude for Columbia? Let's see. Oh, is there a rich donor named Kraft who was a graduate of Columbia that went to the university and said, I cannot be involved donating to a university that is allowing this type of behavior to happen? And so he said, unless something is done, I'm going to pull my funding that I give to this college. Well, heaven forbid, imagine that. Money talks and BS walks, and Columbia changes their tune. Isn't that interesting how that works, folks? They will tolerate all this nonsense and crap until the rich donors, and I want you to think about this too. I wonder how many wealthy Jewish donors are following the same path as Kraft, with saying, we're not going to put up with this. This is not what we want to represent. This is not what we're going to be backing and donating our money to. And I don't blame them, to be honest with you. You want to be hateful and you want to do that type of stuff, there's other places that you can go and do that. College, university, where you're getting a primo education because it's a very Ivy League and prestigious college, is not the venue to spew your hatred, or allow that hatred to be allowed to happen even by the university. So a lot of this blame goes right to the university, folks. Don't even kid yourself on that one, because that is a fact, okay? Because they have allowed this to happen, so they are culpable in this as well. Just putting that out there, as far as that goes. So when you see this video today, when this video obviously is going to be going up on the 30th, but today's the 29th. 6 for 6 today on eggs. Now, they got lazy on me yesterday, and I only ended up with 4 eggs yesterday, but they came right back today, and everybody laid today. So that was a good thing there. It's looking much better in there. It's looking much drier. I think what I'm going to end up doing, because you can see even now, we have not had rain, okay? In a while here, 5-6 days maybe, something in that range. Look how wet this is here, and this was seeping out and coming down through here, and there was definitely an issue. But you can see all through here that this is still wet, which means there's got to be water someplace there for that. So I think that's interesting in that perspective of it. But anyway, chickens are all looking good. They're healthy. They're happy, which is a good thing. They got plenty of food and water. Keeping up on that. So just trying to take care of our business and take care of the animals and keep them safe. and hopefully everything continues to stay that way. They've been awesome. Chickens have absolutely been awesome. So we'll hopefully we have no further issues there. But I would like to hear your guys' feedback on this situation. Number one, why would these universities allow this kind of crap to go on in the first place without stopping it before now? And only with the threat of losing funding from their rich benefactors, that's when they're going to finally do something about it. It's ridiculous. This should have been nipped in the butt right from the beginning. Should not be allowed on campus, period, whatsoever. And what I'm saying, I'm not saying that they shouldn't be allowed to protest, okay? It's not what I'm saying. But when you have the straight out hatred for another race of people, then that's an issue. And when that's being allowed to happen on the university, that's an issue. Should never be allowed to happen on any university, any kind of racism, period. Okay, so that's where my stance is with that. Listen, I could care less if you like or dislike Jewish people. You can have your opinion all day long, but spewing that hatred on a university should never be allowed. You know, and of course, anybody that's watched this channel knows I've stood behind Israel in this whole thing. I believe Israel has the right to defend themselves. I believe they have the right to eradicate Hamas. And, you know, that the public opinion has shifted and Israel's now the bad guys, I think is ridiculous. It's an atrocity. People forget about the slaughter that Hamas did that started this whole thing, you know. So, granted, have these people been fighting for thousands of years? Yep, they sure have. But it was, never forget who was the initiator of this by slaughtering innocent people. Remember that, okay? And so Israel's doing what they have to do to make sure it never happens again. And good for Israel. I'll say it again. If you don't like it, tough. I don't really care, okay? So anyway, guys, I am going to jump off of this video. Remember, we truly are all in this together. If we could ever come together, which would be amazing to see, as human beings and stop all this racism and hatred and everything else, we would be in much, much better shape. Also remember to hug and kiss the ones that you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life. So it's really important that we tell the people that we care about every single day how we feel. Last but not least, STD, step, thing, and day. One step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to accomplish, whatever you're trying to do, you can do it. The only one that's going to stop you from achieving your goals is going to be you. That's it, nobody else. Stay positive, stay away from the negativity, and you're going to be just fine. I hope you all have a great day, and I will talk to you later. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.